In response to some questions about vintage fishing lures and related equipment, let's look at what makes a fishing lure collectible and therefore valuable. I have bad news followed by lots of good news. First, the bad news. The overwhelming majority, like upwards of 99% of the old fishing lures we are most likely to encounter, aren't worth much. It's probably easier to win $20,000 on a lottery ticket than it is to find a truly valuable fishing lure. But wait, there's lots of good news. Some old fishing lures are very valuable, including some worth tens of thousands of dollars. Collecting vintage fishing plugs is absolutely a worthwhile endeavor. Here's why. The three most important factors that make a fishing lure truly valuable include rarity, demand, and condition. First, let's look at rarity. Even though the fishing lure manufacturing industry is relatively young, having developed during the last century, many lures have been mass-produced for many decades. Of course, the reason for that is that they catch fish. Finding a truly rare lure is unusual, but they're out there. That's not to say that mass-produced lures can't have some value, and that's where the second most important factor comes into play: condition. To be truly valuable, mass-produced lures like those made by Heddon, Pflueger, Creek Chub, South Bend, and others need to be in pristine condition. By pristine, I mean unused with no dings, blemishes, rust, or touch-ups. They should also be in the original box with all the original paperwork. Sometimes, the original lure box can be worth more than the lure. Lures like spoons, spinners, and flies should also be in original packaging, and intact dealer cards are extremely collectible. The third factor is demand. Some lures are collectible because they look cool or unique, or they just have sentimental value. Since many collectors are older, we look for lures like the ones we might have used as a kid, or for lures used by our fathers and grandfathers. Most lures are worth more to us because they were handed down by family members than they ever will be worth in monetary value, and there's a lot to be said for collecting lures just because they look cool and help keep us submerged in the tradition and culture of fishing. Every old fishing lure tells a story. They're the most precious artifacts of our sport. I buy and sell collectible fishing lures, and I'm always willing to help, so don't be afraid to drop me a line if you find something you find interesting. For now, let's go fishing.